Manchester United have drawn no goals apiece against West Ham. We finished second in the Premier League now, and there's not really much more to say on that. That was not the greatest of performances, not the greatest of games, and an end of season piece of shit, to be honest. There was 8 changes from the last game. We haven't scored yet again. We looked a bit better going forward, I thought, than we did against Brighton, but to be honest, some of these players probably aren't as interested in this as other teams. I mean, we've got an FA Cup final to play for coming up, and I think most people have just got that on their minds, to be honest. Fans, manager, probably, and players have, to be honest, and that's going to be where we're seeing this season as a success or a failure, to be honest, because just getting in the second position to me is failure if you're not winning some trophies to go along with it. Okay, tonight we've brought some of the other players back, Jesse Lingard and Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez dropping too deep, there was no centre forward up front, so it wasn't great. Hopefully Lukaku will be back for the final for Manchester United. The only good positive, really, Luke Shaw got a long run out in this fixture, which will hopefully do him good, but whether he'll be here next season, who knows. There was some other changes. Eric Bailly didn't come on till right near the end, which is a massive blow. What the future holds for him, there's talks that he may be leaving in the summer. I would be shocked if that is the case, but since he's come back from injury, he hasn't really featured a lot, which is worrying for Manchester United, because I think he's the better defender that Manchester United have. Okay, he gets a lot of injuries, but he was Manchester United's best defender, and we haven't seen a lot of him lately. Anthony Martial not even coming off the bench. Where does the future hold for him? Looks like he'll be gone in the summer. Scott McTominay got a run out as well, which was another positive, but to be honest, just getting the game over with is the main positive. Get that Watford game out of the way. I'm hoping now that we've got the point that Jose Mourinho seems to really want to get, to finish in the second position as runners-up. To me, it doesn't matter if we finish second or third, as long as we win that FA Cup. But now we cannot finish lower than second. Hopefully Jose Mourinho will make wholesale changes against Watford. Hopefully we will see some youngsters on the substitutes bench, the likes of Tai Chong, Angel Gomez maybe. I don't think we'll see anyone else, the likes of Mason Greenwood and that like, but maybe just them two, maybe even just Chong getting a run out from the bench. I know Michael Carrick's going to start that game, which is great to see. He will probably come off in the second half, so could we potentially see Michael Carrick coming off for maybe Chong or someone, a bit like we did last season when we saw Wayne Rooney make way for Angel Gomez, but we will just have to wait and see. I wouldn't expect so many youngsters to play in this particular game as we did last season against Crystal Palace on the last day of the season, due to the fact that this is a big squad. Some of these players haven't played a lot of football, and that was the Europa League where we were playing midweek all the while, and the game was coming up in the midweek. The FA Cup final isn't for another week after that game against Watford, so the only downfall would be is if you play some of them players and they get injured, the likes of Alexis Sanchez and that. But dropping far too deep tonight, we really need to get Lukaku back. He won't be back for that Watford game, which is a massive blow. Really should have started with Rashford up front tonight, or even Martial up front, to be honest. We needed someone up front, a centre forward in the attacking position, because there just was nothing really up front for me in this game. But Jose Mourinho will just say set out for the point. He's got the point. The only other positive is David De Gea is the Golden Glove winner for this season. I think he's kept 18 clean sheets. Ederson can't get that amount, who is second for Manchester City. He didn't even feature last night, and they even conceded anyway. So he's the Golden Glove winner. Deserves to finally get his hands on that award. Anyway, that's all I've really got to say on the game. Not too much to talk about. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.